Okay, it's the 6th of May today, and I've got the post in on this side, and then I've also got the treated lumber on the bottom. That's going to be the bottom rail, and I've also got a secondary rail to attach the skirting that I'm going to put on. This is what I'm putting on there. This is roofing material. It's the kind you put on metal roofs, and what I'm doing is cutting it into 3-foot sections and attaching it to the wood I've got so far. And then what I'm going to do later is overlap that with some clear Lexan type plastic. So that's what I'm up to today, and here we go. Okay, so we've got the little wall done. See, I've got the little fence there so the chickens can't get in. And you can see down there I've moved that little fence so the chickens can't get in over there. And now the next thing to do is get rid of these. See, I've got these all down here, and so what I've got to do is get rid of them all. Now how I'm gonna do that is, you can see the joint up there. Let me pull one down here. I don't know, you can see there's a joint right there. Well, these things never were glued. I had to cut this one because I couldn't get it off, but most of these you can twist them off. And so what I'm going to do is try to pull them down and then twist them off. So here goes. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. It's twisting, but it doesn't seem to want to come off very easily. Should pull. You know what it is? I bet it's that cloth. There you go. Got it. It's that ground cloth. The ground cloth covering. There's one. Let's try another one here. There. Okay, so we got all the pipes out of here, at least on this side, and all the junk. You can see the floor's a lot cleaner now, although it needs a lot more cleaning. Now, before we can start putting the roof on, we've got to disassemble some more, and we've got to move over to this side over here. Now, what we're going to do is, as you can see, here's the other set of posts right here. We've got to take all this stuff apart. So we're going to get our screwdriver and start disassembling that stuff. Okay, I've got a lot of these fiberglass sheets on here now. I got to get them off. So let's do that first. There. Okay, alright, got it all off. Now what we've got to do is get the wood off of here. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's some pressure treated lumber at the bottom that I'm going to reuse because it's still in good shape. Let me show you something here. This is why you use pressure treated lumber when you've got ground contact. You see this wood right down here? It looks in good shape. Remove some of the grass over here. You can see it right there. See? It's in good condition. And this has been in contact with the ground, and it's been wet. You know, it gets wet, and sometimes it stays wet for quite a while. And sometimes, you know, it dries out, but it stays wet a lot. But you see it's in good condition. Now, look at the difference up here. This is a part of the wood here. This is not treated, but this piece of wood here had some, it had the plastic where it would collect some water, so it kept this moist all the time. As you can see, it's just rotted away. It doesn't take very long. See, look at this here, right here. See that? It's just rotten. And that's only because it gets wet and stays wet. And I'll show you another example here that in roofing. Give me a minute. Now, if you don't use a drip edge when you put roofing on, this is what happens. I've got to fix this, but look at that. That's just that's chipboard there. However, if you look carefully, you see the roofing does extend over it. Maybe not far enough, but it does. And all of this rotting away is only because when it rains, this gets wet. And getting wet and getting dry allows the microbes to get in there and tear things to pieces. And if you put a drip edge on there to where anything that drips off the edge cannot possibly touch this, then this won't happen. And as you can see back here, see, it only goes back a ways, and this one is just fine. It's just, you know, 3-4 inches from the edge where it gets wet. But if you got a situation where you can't help it, it's going to get wet. There's nothing you can do about it, like putting it right on the ground, like right there. Then you want to use pressure treated lumber, because if you do, that'll stop it from rotting. Okay, well, I got it all off of here. I've got a pile of fiberglass I got to get rid of, corrugated fiberglass, and I got most of the styrofoam out of here, and what I've got left is a mess. Now I've got to get that cleaned up, and some of this stuff, you know, this old barn wood, it's still here. I can use that for other projects. This is cedar, and generally cedar's sort of indestructible, so I've got some little projects I can use this for where barnwood type thing would look good. Anyway, so this is all taken apart. The next step is to get the get this wood off of here, and then get the treated lumber out of there, and then start pulling this off the top, and then we'll have the sides out of here. So it's coming along.